lifetime and another lifetime. The user ratings for the product specifications and / or defining the wow factors in the product. For example, I like this degree of red. This is a perfect design for Olympic logo. I like this fabric touch and that fabric is perfect stitching design. I prefer buying discounts products only. What about shipping? Is it free? So basically, he's trying to say that I could have a sequence of a questioning line that will represent the life cycle. And through the feedback / response on every lifetime in the whole life cycle, I could have a specific satisfaction performance evaluation for the life cycle of searching for a product until I buy it and I receive it, and then I give a feedback on everything, you know. And still, all the question here is about quantitative, but when you give the feedback, is about qualitative. It's like the fabric feel. Red. Red is really everybody, because we have different eyes, everybody sees red not really the same as each other. And of course, all the stores put yellow light, so it would be more vibrant. So actually, you don't see the real color. So when you take your shirt, let's say in the sun, it will differ a little bit. That's why when you return anything to the store, just tell them you have yellow light. I don't like this. This is not the real color. Please take it back. They will take it back because they know. Yeah. Related work. It seems that the majority of organizations will claim that they have some kind of individual performance evaluation process. Some very common criticism about it. For one, when they come to doing the evaluation or appraisal, managers do not have much objective evidence about how the person performed, reasoning or behavior or behavioral reasoning, what they really produce, or the size of their contribution to the team organization outcomes. You see, when a manager goes to any store of his, all the employees are smiling to each other, everything is good. Meanwhile, the company is losing money. But you can't know the intention of every employee you have unless you have a direct link between the strategic and operational. So when you do appraisals, you have to have the appraisal is not done by digital representations, or this, you have to look at the employee in a personal environment. You have to ask him face to face, because you don't know. You cannot connect his really if he thinks slowly, if he didn't take all the precautions, you can't know. Even if you have a camera, this camera is only to make him being afraid of somebody is watched, but nobody watches forever. So if there is no direct link between strategic and operational, and between the strategic and operational, you cannot really have a meaningful diagnostic for the success or failure critical satisfaction factors. Okay. Management conduct and performance evaluation are not finding it to be meaningful process. they are just jumping through the hoops, especially if their organization has a KPI like performance appraisals completed on time. One of the objectives of individual appraisals is to develop people, but very few examples exist of where it dignifies people. Data integrity. This is what everybody's talking about. Misinformation or de-information. It's data integrity. Where your data sources is quantitative based on numbers or qualitative based on perception, its integrity depends on 5 widely recognized qualities. Now, you could have more than 5, of course, but then you have to make a link between the independent ambiguous and the operational. The operational is based on the APEC. So if you have if you have qualities, recognized qualities in a lifetime that you cannot connect to the PCF, you cannot use it. That's why everything is predefined. That's why the lifetime always expands the life cycle. Because let's say the world life cycle didn't have COVID-19. So after COVID-19, the life cycle of the world has grown up a little bit. Why? Because there is a new lifetime, which is COVID-19. Okay? So its integrity depends on 5 widely recognized qualities. Integrity measures are relevant, reliable, representative, readable, and realistic. Using the definitions of performance indicators or key performance indicators criteria will ensure integrity units input. Ensuring by how? Relation between syntax and semantics, quantitative and qualitative, lifetime and life cycle, all together and the same, and the inference, of course, of strategic over operational. Performance executive by satisfaction strategy. We talked about these in the presentation of my PhD. So I will try to. Key result area indicator, a clearly defined applied user satisfaction key result area contribution zones help you take user satisfaction ownership of your business, team, or career. User satisfaction key result area enables you to have a clearly defined and achievable goals. Key result area indicator. Yeah, you can read that. But let's see the figure because it's really just summarize everything. So now we have key result area indicator, performance indicator, key performance indicator. Now notice something. The key performance indicators contain the key result area. Although this is independent and ambiguous, and this is the linear progression. So now we have a direct link between, because see, this is the lifetime and this is the life cycle. In my point of view, or let's say this is the testators lifetimes, and this is the e-marketing environment participants life cycle. Of course, this differs from all. When you look at it as defined, You don't get this message, but this is a semantics message. This is not syntax. That's why it's based on satisfaction strategy, not satisfaction plan. Strategy of the user satisfaction categories or the KPIs, which represent uh, uh, yeah. Performance indicators are commonly used by an organization to evaluate its success or success of particular activity in which it's engaged. Sometimes success is defined in terms of making progress towards strategic goals, to the key performance indicators. These performance indicators are metrics that represent the performance in one particular area and can be both strategic and tactical. Of course, the key performance indicators are the most strategic and tactical. Yeah. Uh, I know that actually nobody's listening to me, so please, if somebody listening and has a question, I'll be more happy to. There is enough data in the world user satisfaction for e-marketing problem methodology. There is enough data in the world today, big data. What most people need is data that help them make user satisfaction or satisfaction decisions. If you are only reporting raw data, you are a part of the problem. If you are reporting specific actionable data, you are a part of the solution. KPIs should either drive action or provide a chain of actions. So, drive an action, which is a lifetime, but chain of actions is the life cycle. Yeah, to specify the user satisfaction signage methodology, there is three main questions must be answered. The user satisfaction process methodology will provide the process of user satisfaction, which consists of three steps, as shown in Figure 2. So this is basically individualization. In what sense? Let's say YouTube or X. They use specific graphics, colors, shape of buttons, colors of buttons, satisfaction or internal satisfaction, let's say search, recommending, let's say when you go to YouTube or X, you can find a million, let's say, new posts or videos. But then, which one should you be more interested? I don't want a website to give me like 100,000 or 100, let's say 100,000. He just squeezed to 100. Okay, that's too much too. But then, how many of these 100 I will be 100% satisfied with it? Like, wow. I don't want to go search inside Amazon or Alibaba. I want you to give me 10 recommendations that I will have to search between all, let's say I will find 7 of them satisfying. And I have to compare between the 7 to get the best of the best.